Hello. Hi guys. Hello, are you able to hear me guys?
I can hear you well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let me, so we haven't seen about the compensation groups, right? How to create your compensation groups and how to add people to the compensation group. And using those groups, you can launch the compensation worksheet at a one shot to couple of users, guys. So where you will be able to find the compensation group is like if you go to the administration tools, go to your compensation home, and you can see here, click on actions for all plans. And here you can see there is something called as group assignments, guys. Just a second. You can see here group assignments, and you can see create a new group, and you can create a group. Just let's say, let me name it like, and you can add individual users, or you can add based on some criteria like a city, country, or whatever it may be. You can add based on anything, guys. You can see if you want to add a username, let's say if you want to add you can see like that, you can add all those people, guys. And you can just done, update it. You can see here how many number of people that you are adding to the group, right? You will be able to find them here, and just click on done, guys. So this is one compensation group. Like that, you can create n number of compensation group based on your own criteria, guys. And you can use these groups in your compensation to carry out your compensation planning launch, compensation plan worksheet launching to couple of users at one shot. And the other thing with respect to your yes.
Is
Hello.
there any upload functionality? Because if there are like around 100 to, if there are 100, 200 people, so is there an upload functionality, copy paste or something like that?
Not copy paste, but there should be one upload. You can see import group assignment. Yeah, you can just import the file with the assignments, guys. One second. Yeah, you can import it. One, let me show you. If you want to export it existing groups, you can see here. You can most of those things always will have some option to import and export, guys. Let me show you. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see here you can manage your groups, and this is families and groups, maintaining your at a family level. That's fine. You can assign your employees to group some based on some criteria, and import group assignments. The assignments can be imported, and this is fine. I'll talk about the statements, guys. I'll talk about the statements in a few minutes, but you always have such kind of options, guys. And the other thing with respect to your compensation is like the executive review, guys. So we haven't seen the executive, right? At a high level, I told you like what is executive review and how you can use your executive review. But actually, like where you are going to executive review is a kind of uh, view, I mean to say, which will represent all the compensation details of the people, and you can view n number of people's compensation details based on the permission that has been granted to you. And this is one of the additional permission, guys. It's called as like a permission that needs to be assigned to your user ID to carry out your executive review. So where you will be granting the executive review permission is if you go to your, second, let's go to your compensation. Let me click on 1 second guys, let me go back. Compensation, you can see here compensation executive review permissions. I don't remember the actual navigation guys. If you can see here, this is what you can see. Click on manage executive compensation executive review permission, and so to what template you are giving the executive review permission. You can see here whether you want to give it based on a group of users or based on individual users. You can grant your own. Let's say if you want to grant access to HR admin for the compensation, the executive review permission. You can see all the templates are specific template. You can select on those things and you can select it. You can see here and grant permissions. So once the permissions are done, right, you can go. You will be see the executive permission tab, guys. Go to your compensation actions for all plans. One second, guys. 2015. We already granted permission. It should come up here, guys. Executive review. One second, guys. Yeah, here you can see. Yeah, this is you can see here, guys, the executive review permission. So we granted the executive review permission to HR admin. HR admin is my login, and if I go to my compensation module, all these forms and click on executive review. 1 second, guys. Somehow this is not selecting. Yeah, and you can see the all the because we granted the executive review permissions to HR admin for all the templates of our organization. So that is the reason you can see under the executive review, you will be able to see all the templates, all the compensation plan templates with my credentials or with my login. And in the same fashion, you can go ahead and grant your own access, guys. You will be able to see that. And let me open the one 2015 March compensation plan template, and you can see here display options is there, guys. You can keep your own filter conditions. Let me select this, and I'm going to, you can see here, guys, use your inactive employees as well. There's one more filter option. I told you, right, if you add your inactive employees, you can just go ahead and filter based on the inactive employees as well. Select this radio button, include inactive users, and click on update. You will be able to see all this, and you can see here the budget assignments, and you see these are the people. It seems that there are 2 or 3 compensation worksheets that has been generated on the same template, guys. That is the reason you can see there are duplicate entries here. 3 or 4 it seems to be. Okay, and here you can see people can export it. They can export it to their spreadsheet, and they can have a look at it offline, and they can review all those things, guys. As a compensation executive with the granted executive review permissions, you will be able to see all the compensation worksheets that has been generated based on a compensation plan template. And it's pretty much, you can see here, it's pretty much looking like the compensation worksheet, but it includes all the different users and the different forms or the worksheets that has been generated based on a particular compensation template. And similar guys, salary tab, bonus tab, stock tab. And if you want to keep a filter condition, yes, you can go and keep your filter conditions. You can play around that, guys. It all depends on the permissions that has been granted to you. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Can you filter it based upon the comp managers? Because I'm assuming that the reason why the executive is because he wants to see all his comp managers how they are doing it, right? Basically. So if he wants to, there are 5 comp managers under him, he wants to see one of the comp managers because he doesn't want to see whole people.
I got your question. How they granted the permissions or how they granted the review, the compensation review, right? Hello?
Means how much budget is, like if 5 comp managers are reporting to him, right? So you want to see how did the comp manager 1 has stated and how much over budget he is or under budget he is. You just want to review based upon each individual, each individual's worksheet, something like that.
1 second. This is pretty much users.
Maybe the team view, right? Looks like.
It should be added. Second. Alan Thompson. Yeah, you can see here. So based on this team view, you can select the planner, the compensation reviewer. Like say if you have 5, right, as you told, you can select, you can go one by one each at a time to see like how they have been utilized their budget, how what are the review that they have done to their team members. You can do in this fashion, guys. Srini, is that your question, Srini?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I think the limitation over here is only one person, one comp manager.
Yeah, if you want to filter it, right, you have to filter it by only one. Otherwise, if you want to do it like for all the compensation planners details, right, you just need to select the detailed reporting rights. You'll see all those people, like say if there are 10 compensation planners, you'll see all their details here in the detailed reporting rights.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. And the other one, which is like say if everything has been done with respect to your compensation review, the compensation planners has been reviewed and they feel that everything has been good. And the next thing is like they have to send the compensation worksheet that they were working to the next level, guys. And so once they send, once they send the compensation worksheet to the next level and probably their manager, once they approve, right, the compensation is going to be, the compensation workflow or the route map is going to be completed. And once the compensation route map is completed, right, you can generate the compensation statements to the employees. And while generating the compensation statements to the employees, right, you have to define a compensation statement template, guys. So you have to design the compensation statement template, and that template will be utilized to generate the compensation statements, the individual compensation statement to the employees. So before I go ahead and do the compensation template design, I am going to close the compensation worksheet that Alan Thompson is working on, so that by the time we prepare the compensation statement template, right, we can launch the compensation statement template based on the compensation plan template that we closed to a couple of users, guys. So let me go proxy into Alan Thompson account. Before that, let me delete the existing worksheets, guys. There are a lot of worksheets that are still pending. I'm going to compensation actions for all plans. Manage worksheets. I just want to make sure only one will be available, and I'm going to keep the latest one, guys. Click on delete. Okay, that's fine. And let me proxy into Alan Thompson's account. If I go to Alan Thompson's compensation module, and you can see based on our template 2015 March compensation worksheet, there is only one worksheet that is currently being worked by Alan Thompson. So once he feels that everything has been completed, he can send the form to the next step. You can see here, send next to next step. Click on send to next step, and you can see send to next step or cancel and return form, send to next step. And you see the next step is going to be pending with HR admin, guys. So if you remember, guys, in the roadmap that we provided, the next step is with the HR admin. We created the next step with a user option, and the user we assigned is the HR admin. Now if I go to the HR admin compensation model, HR admin is myself, guys. So you can see here HR admin, and if I go to my compensation, it should be available in a minute or two, guys. And you can see here 2015 March compensation worksheet V14.0 for Alan Thompson. Click on that, and you can see here, you can just, if you want to do any changes or if you want to recommend anything, you can do that. And 1 second, guys, what it is, 10.5. No, I don't know, guys. You can see, guys, it's a 10.5. That is the reason I'm not able to send the form to next step. Do you remember? Because of this reason, until this date is current, today's data or in the past, I'll not be able to move the form to next step. Give me a second, guys. Let me. Do you remember, guys, which one we used the roadmap in the compensation template?
I think it's only comp, Raghu.
Comp. Ten 5 2015. Okay, let me do one thing, guys. Let me relaunch the complete form. I have to do the complete form relaunching again. But I wonder, like, why it is 8.5 here. It is fine. If I go to the compensation, and this is the one. Employee review compartment. Okay, yeah, this is the second step. No, guys, it's not comp. I don't think so it is comp. You see here, here there are only two steps: employee review, compartment review, and after that it is completed. But whereas, 1 second, let me open it in a different browser. You can see here comp has got three steps, right? Go to your admin tools and let me open the manage roadmaps. And you see here, this got 3 steps, guys. So, let me do one thing, guys. Let me forcefully move these things to the completed step. Okay. Instead of relaunching this with the correct dates and going through the employee review and comp admin review and moving to completed, right? I'll forcefully use the administration tools to move this form to another step. You remember, right, guys? Modify form roadmap, route form. And the one that we were working is the okay. This is the one, right, guys? You can see 2015 compensation worksheet V14.0, Alan Thompson. I just selected that particular form and I want to move it to the next step. So, and you can see here, I just selected move it to one step forward, which is going to be completed step, guys. And click on next. One forms, you can see here, we're moved to completed step. This is fine, guys. You can see this is how you are going to move it. As an administrator, you can move the form forcibly to the next step, guys. So now your form is completed, guys. The compensation worksheet that Alan Thompson is currently working on, right? It is completed now. And next thing is going to be like you have to design the compensation plan template. So how your compensation statement template, guys? Sorry. So how you are going to design your compensation statement template is, in order to design your compensation statement template, go to your compensation, click on actions for all plans. And here you can see manage statement templates. And you see here, you can add it from the standard SuccessFactors library. You can see here, click on add from SuccessFactors library. The success story is no more, guys. It is called as SuccessFactors library. And you can see there are existing templates available here. You can just go ahead and add one and you can start customizing that, or you can use the existing compensation statement templates that are available in your organization. You can see here, you can export them and you can import them, and you can also you can see here, you can preview or you can just select these things and you can do your own changes and save it as the new template name. Anything you can do it, anything, guys. And let's say if you want to design a brand new, click on add or edit new templates, click on add from SuccessFactors standard library, and let's say let me add these things to my instance, guys, and I'm going to name it as like March compensation statement template. Click on save, and you can see here you can write your own steps and you can design these things, guys. Let's say 2015 or let's say 2014 compensation. Oops. Okay, and you can write your own whatever the things that you want to keep it here, right? The text, you can keep all those things. You can format them, whatever you want to do it. On the right hand side, you can see here, on the right hand side, if you want to add a new field, and if you want to add a section, let's say performance rating section, and you can go ahead and populate. You can see here this section has been added here, and if you want to add some couple of fields into that, you can see here add compensation field, and you can see here from which particular compensation template that you want to add field into this particular compensation plan template, compensation statement template, sorry guys, and select this particular compensation plan template, and you can see which field you want to add. Let's say any field, guys, you can just select the field that you are interested, and you can see here this has been added here. And in the same fashion, you can add a couple of those fields or rearrange the fields. Let's say review rating, this is appropriate, you can see, and say if you want to bring a couple of fields into these things, yes, you can do that. And you can see here you can drag and drop all those things. You can keep your own image, and you can see here you can keep your own image, everything is fine. You can keep your own description, all those things you can do it, guys, and click on save option, guys. You can go ahead and play around this, guys. It's pretty simple, guys. You can see here all this edit option. It is more like a word processing. Okay, so once this is done, so let me save it, March compensation statement template. That is the name that we have provided, guys. And so once that is done, you have to grant the permissions to this particular compensation statement template. Who can access this particular compensation statement template? You can see here, set default template permissions. With the employee, only the employee can access this compensation statement template once it has been launched, or his manager can access, or who can access this particular thing here. So you can go ahead and select the appropriate option, guys. Let me grant it to everyone, so that even if you proxy in, right, you will be able to see all those things. So once you grant the permissions and once you design the compensation statement template, you can go ahead and launch the compensation statement templates to a couple of employees based on a filter condition as well, guys. So in order to do that, go to the compensation profile. One second, guys. Let me go to you can see here, go to your compensation plan template that you are currently working on, which I mean to say which you have closed or completed just now, and click on complete compensation cycle, and you can see here reward statements, manage templates, statement templates, generate statements, recall statements. So manage statement templates, this is the option where you will be able to see, it should come up. Where is this one? One second, I guess. Okay, it's already added, guys. Sorry. So this is the compensation plan template that we are currently working on, right? So you can see here it has been added here. So that's fine. And you want to generate the statements. Click on generate statements, and once you click on generate statements, right, this is the template that we just added here, and one worksheet under this template. Only one worksheet has been completed. You can see here one completed, which means that one worksheet that has been launched using this compensation plan template is completed, and that is the one we are going to generate the compensation statement templates, guys. So as I told you earlier, the compensation forms are the worksheets which are in completed state only. You will be able to launch, or you will be able to generate the compensation statement templates for only the completed forms, guys. So once that is done, you can see here, select a personal compensation statement template. So which template that you want to use? You can see this is the one that we just prepared, guys, March compensation statement template. Click on that. And once that is done, right, you can see here, generate statements. Click on generate statements, guys. And it is going to take a few minutes, guys, to generate the compensation statements to the employees or to the people who are there in the compensation plan template or compensation form worksheet which was completed. So for those people, it is going to generate the compensation statements. So once you can check the job status, guys. Let me go to, let me go to the administration tools. Go to monitor jobs. You can see compensation, admin generation, generate compensation personal statement. This is what we just initiated, and you can see the status is completed. So once the status is completed, where you will be able to find the compensation statements of the individual employees is, if you remember, guys, in the compensation form or the worksheet that we just completed, we have Marla Gibbs, we have Ketan Patel, and those are the employees, few employees that are available in the compensation worksheet that Alan Thompson has worked out, right? So if you proxy into those, any of those employees, whether it is Marla Gibbs or Sherry Nielsen or Ketan Patel, whoever it may be, if you proxy into their user accounts, and if you go to their employee profiles, click on employee files, and here you can see here compensation statements, guys. Click on compensation statements, and you can see here, so the one that we generated is March 1691. You can see here, this is the one that we generated, guys. And if you remember, this is the section that we added. You can go ahead and play around all these things, guys. Delete the sections, the standard SuccessFactors provided sections, or add your own things, change the text as per your requirement. All those things you can do it, guys. And you can see the review rating, we added one of those field. You can see it has been captured from the compensation worksheet that Alan Thompson is working on and which was closed. So like that, you can go ahead and add all those things. You can see their role information, their employee ID, the name, first name, last name, the logo, everything you can change it, guys. So once you generate this compensation statement to the individual users, there is one functionality called as like a bulk print or bulk download of your compensation statements. Say if some executive wants to review or want to see all the employees' compensation statements, there is a functionality called as a bulk print option, which will allow you to download all the employees' compensation statements into a single PDF file, guys. So where you will be able to find that particular option is, if you go to your compensation home, under the administration tools, if you go to your admin tools, go to your compensation and actions for all plans. Let me go there and go to the compensation plan template that we were working on, 2015 March compensation plan template. Go to your manage worksheets. This is public. This is what it is, guys. Publishing live profile is nothing but generation, and the moment you generate it, right, you can see here we have seen, right, under the live profile, one of the drop down, we can see the compensation statements. There should be an option, guys, here to download your template, all your compensation statements of the individual employees. 1 second, let me open it here. If you go to compensation home or actions for all bench, anything is fine, guys. If you go to your template, 15 March. And here reward statements. Yeah, you see here there is an option, guys. You can see download statements. Click on this. The view has been changed, guys. Completely the UI has been changed. Earlier we used to get a drop down here to download statements, and then it will ask you to generate. It will ask you to on which template that you want to download the statements. Click on, you can see here download statements. Download statements, and whether you want to download all the statements are only for the selected users or selected employees, you can go ahead and do anything else. You can see, let's say select download all statements, which means that for all the employees and the job name, let's say comp statements download, and whether you want to download it a large PDF file or multiple small PDF file, it's up to you. Click on print and you can see the job status here, guys. Or otherwise, if you go to your reporting module, where you will be able to find this information is like if you go to your reports, and you can see scheduled reports, and you can see here this is the one that we just submitted, guys. You can see March 16, 2015, 9/9 is when we submitted, and it is available to download. Let me click on this, and you can see here it's 1 second, guys. It's downloaded in the wrong format. Let me download zip files. Yeah, you can see here you will be able to find all the employees compensation statements, guys. So this is for Raghu, and you can see
So Raghu, is there any sequential order it prints, or is it a alphabetical order or employee ID?
now I didn't notice that, guys. I don't know.
I mean, because if you have hundreds of employees, you want to print it and you want to hand out to hand, so the sorting would be a big headache. So just
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Probably like might be there will be a fashion or there might be a sequence how it generates. I didn't notice that, guys. Really, never I did. You can see Ketan Patel, everyone was there. No, I don't.
Raghu, can each employee view their own compensation statement?
Pardon?
Can each employee view their own compensation statement?
Yeah, they can use their own template head. That is what I showed you. Let's say you can see Marla Gibbs is the one employee for whom we generated the compensation statement. At least she is under Alan Thompson, for whom Alan Thompson completed the compensation review and he completed the form, and the administrator has generated the compensation statements. how they will be able to see their compensation statement is, let me go to the particular employee record. Let's say we already verified Marla Gibson. Let me go to Ketan Patel, guys. Right now, say Ketan Patel is the employee who is interested to check his compensation statement. So once he go to his home page, right, he go to the employee files. You can see here, click on employee files, and you can see here compensation statements. This is your live profile, guys, and you can see here compensation statement. Click on compensation statements, and you will be able to see the relevant compensation statements that he is eligible to see. You can see here 2015 March compensation plan template. This is how an employee looks at his own compensation statement, guys, and he will be able to see his compensation statement. You see here, this is Ketan Patel's record and his employee ID, whatever the location, whatever it may be. These are his compensation details. Is that your question? Someone asked that question, guys. Okay. And the other thing with respect to your compensation module is like, actually in what happened, like in 2014 February release, they came up with a new functionality on your compensation statements, guys, where you can call back or recall your compensation statements, guys. Say if you might have generated the compensation statement little bit early, or there might be something wrong in your compensation statements. If you want to recall your compensation statements, yes, these compensation statements which are already generated and has been launched to the employees, right? You can call them back, guys. You can recall them. How you will be able to do that? As an administrator, you can perform a recall action on the compensation statement templates. And if you go to your compensation and go to the compensation plan template that you are currently working on, and it is 2015 March compensation plan template, click on this and go to complete compensation cycle. Here you can see there is something called the recall statements. Click on recall statements, and whether you want to recall it based on this template or you want to recall based on an employee name or list of usernames. Let's say if I want to recall the compensation 2015 March compensation plan template that we launched to Marla Gibbs. I'm going to select the Marla Gibbs employee, so I am recalling it only from one employee, guys. Click on add, or if you want to add a couple of more employees, yes, you can do that. Let me recall it only for Marla Gibbs, and we'll verify her compensation statement, whether the compensation statement that has been generated based on the 2015 March compensation plan template is available or not. Ideally, it should be recalled and it should not be available in her profile information, guys. It will take 1 or 2 minutes, guys. Let me check that. Let me proxy into Marla Gibbs account, guys. And if I go to the employee files of Marla Gibbs, right now I am in Marla Gibbs account, guys. And if I go to the profile and click on compensation statements, you don't see here the 2015 compensation plan statement, guys. You can see the compensation statement which has been generated based on 2015 March compensation plan template is no more available with Marla Gibbs. The reason behind that is we recall that particular compensation statement from Marla Gibbs account. But when you verify with other employees, right, it should be still available with other employees because we recall it only from one employee, that is Marla Gibbs account. So let me proxy into, like say, Sharon Nielsen. Ideally, it should be available with Sharon Nielsen, guys. Let me go to the account, and once I am here, right, I'll go to the employee files and I go to the compensation statement. You can see here it is still available, guys. and you can click on that. You will be able to see that. You can see just a few minutes back we launched it. It is still available with him. You see here, yeah. So that is how you are going to generate and how you are going to populate that to the employees, guys. And yeah, any questions, guys? So far we have discussed whatever we have discussed on the compensation. Hello.
Did you do any exercise yesterday?
Did you? I'm not getting your question, Victor.
Did you have any class yesterday?
No.
All right.
We didn't had any session yesterday, guys.
Would you be able to actually send this video to us at the end of the?
No, I haven't taken any session yesterday, Victor.
I'm talking about after today. Would you be able to send this one to us?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Raghu, this is Shiva. Remember we had an issue last session on the compensation.
Yeah, that is not working. The proration, right? It is still not working. Shiva. The proration with your percentage upload into the system, right? It is not still not working. I verified like a few minutes back after coming home, right? After from office, I tried that. It's still not working, Shiva.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I have to raise a case with the support team to see like why it is not working on the system. But I didn't like whatever the configuration that we did, right? I rechecked it and it's 100% correct, guys. Whatever we did, right? We selected the radio button proration based on the percentage and we imported that into the system on the UDF file. That's all we can do to upload the custom percentiles into the system. But somehow the calculation is not happening on the system, guys.
Okay, Raghu.
But let me check once I have an update, right? Definitely I'll update you all, guys.
Okay, then no problem.
Yeah.
Raghu, I was just playing with the UDF file and noticed a few little bit things. So the employee profile file it's totally different and the UDF file is totally different. If we add an employee in the employee profile, that does reflect automatically in UDF file?
No, 1 second. Can you repeat the question? If you add an employee in the employee profile.
Yes. So let's say that we have an employee profile file, right? So if I add a new employee over there, does that employee?
No, where are you talking? Is it Srini?
Yes. So let's say you have imported from another HRIS system, right? So you're importing the user file.
Okay.
Right. So there were 100 employees and you added 10 more employees. Those employees will be included in UDF file?
No, where you are importing, Srini? Where you are importing those users into the system?
Go to admin tools and import users. It's like regular users.
Okay, 1 second. Let me. Yeah. So here, update user information. This is what you are talking.
Yep.
Employee import.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you upload the users here.
Yes.
Okay. Say you uploaded 10 new users into the system.
Yes.
Okay. What is next?
And in the UDF file for the compensation, I'm trying to create a compensation file and I have 100 over there. So next day I have added 10 more employees. So the total employees in the SuccessFactors system are 110.
Okay.
So does that 10 employees will be included in UDF file for the compensation which you are using?
See, 1 second. Let me explain this. Yeah, after that, if you have any questions, right, I'll address that, Srini. See, here in the UDF file, let me talk about the employee import, employee export. Say today you have 10 users. Let's say today we like 316. Let's say you have in a UDF file which holds all the employee records of your organization. Right? Let's say you have 100 users. Okay? And whenever you are going to export your compensation details, let's say today 16th March you are exporting the compensation details.
which means that nothing but it's an addition. It's your UDF file plus your compensation details. Agreed, Srini? Srini?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are going to export the compensation data out of any of the template. Let's think of like any template. And when you export that, right, you will see 100 employees records.
Okay.
It's basically the UDF plus the compensation data that is relevant to the template that you selected.
Okay.
Right? That is what you did. And say tomorrow you added 10 employees, 10 new employees to UDF. Is that your scenario, Srini?
Sorry, I think I got misunderstood. I thought there are two files, so it looks like there's only one file. The UDF file and employee profile file is the same. Is that right?
Yes, yes. Employee profile as such. That is the reason I got confused.
Yeah. No, I missed the first session, so on the comms.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I got it now. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah,
If
that
it's
is
one file, then I understand. Yep.
Yeah, it is the same file. Whatever the data we upload through the UDF, right? It is available in the system.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Raghu, this is Ray. I think the stock exercising, granting, what we do in the ECM module. Do we have any more details in this compensation?
We don't have any option, Ray. One second. Just a second, Ray. Let me check whether I have granted all the permission or not here. And no, Ray. We have seen all these things.
What is this manage stock value? It's only just a value, not really the 761, 62, 63.
No.
You don't have that functionality in this, or it's not?
No, we don't have such kind of functionality, Ray. I'm just checking like if we missed any permission or not. Yep, I don't think so. We have anything like that, Ray.
And also the second point, I think the maybe I missed that point, the manual override of that eligibility. So I think did you show that option? How we do the overriding the eligibility rules?
Oh, okay. You want to add employees irrespective of the rules, underlying rules. Yeah. I don't know whether I completed that or not. Yeah, that's a good question. 1 second. We started with one thing. If you go second. Let's say 2015 March compensation template. If you go to the manage worksheets, right? We have seen these two things, right? The create worksheet, manage worksheet, and we have seen update all worksheets and update a specific worksheet. And you see, if you want to add forcefully, let me generate one compensation worksheet, guys. Then I'll show you these three options. I guess this one we haven't discussed, guys. We discussed the update worksheet. Let me show you that. We discussed this thing, right? And we haven't this part we haven't discussed. In order to discuss this thing, right, let me launch the compensation worksheet for at least 2 compensation planners, and then I'll discuss those options, guys. I'm using the same template, guys. 2015 March compensation. One I am launching it Alan Thompson. And let me launch another one. 2015 compensation. Who is that? Let's say I'm launching it to Marla Gives. And click on launch. So now we can see here the compensation worksheet is available with two compensation planners. One compensation planner is Alan Thompson. So Alan Thompson will see all the direct report details in his compensation worksheet. At the same time, Marla Gibbs can see her direct report is in the compensation worksheet that we just launched. That is by default, it is how it works. But let me show you these things. Let's say if you want to add a new employee, or if you want to move an existing employee from one compensation worksheet to another one compensation worksheet. Let's say first thing is like if you want to add an employee, click on add an employee and whom you are interested in adding to the compensation template. Let's say I want to add Ray to the compensation worksheet. Let me, so you can see I selected the user and I want to add to which particular compensation worksheet. You can see right now, if you remember guys, based on this compensation template, we created two worksheets. One we launched it to Alan Thompson and another we launched it to, both we launched it to Alan Thompson guys. Just sorry guys, sorry. Let me launch one other thing to Marla Gibbs. 2015 March comp. This I selected Alan Thompson guys. By default, we used to do that, right? That is the reason like it went to Alan Thompson. I forgot to give Marla Gibbs name here. Okay, it's fine. Now if you see here, I have two compensation worksheets, one being launched to Alan Thompson, another being launched to Marla Gibbs. So in two worksheets, they have their own direct reportees. If you let me verify that. You can see right now I'm in Marla Gibbs account, and if I go to the compensation model of Marla Gibbs, this is the one that we just launched. And here you can see these are the people that are directly reporting to Marla Gibbs. And you can see these people are entirely different from the ones that are reporting to Alan Thompson. So which is good. And let's say I have a requirement where I want to add people. So the new employee might not be in the organization when this compensation worksheet has been launched to the compensation planner, or because of some reason you want to add people manually or forcibly to a particular compensation planner's compensation worksheet. How you are going to do that is click on compensation, go to your compensation plan template, and the compensation plan template that we are working is 2015 March compensation plan template. Click on this and go to manage worksheets, and you can see here add employees. Click on add employees and you can select the employees, whatever the employees that you are interested. Let's say you want to add Rehan Shaikh to Marla Gibbs compensation template. You can see here, this is the Marla Gibbs one guys, you can see here. And whether you want to add this employee to all the compensation components of Marla Gibbs worksheet, and you want to update the budget as well, and if you are interested in sending email notification, select these appropriate options and click on add. One second guys. Click on add, it will work guys nowadays. Okay, you can see right now Rehan Shaikh has been added to the compensation worksheet that has been already launched to the Marla Gibbs. So let me go ahead and verify that. I'm going to Marla Gibbs account. And if I go to the compensation module of Marla Gives, and this is the compensation worksheet, you should see the new employee. Yeah, you can see here the new employee has been added here. So this is a new employee you are adding to the compensation worksheet that has been launched. Let's say you want to move employees from one compensation worksheet to another compensation worksheet. Basically, you are moving them across the compensation planners. So you can do that particular action or that particular thing again in the same fashion. Rather than adding an employee, you go ahead to the compensation worksheet and you select the move employees option. And here you can see move employees. And we are moving from which compensation template, which compensation worksheet to which compensation worksheet. Let's say I'm in Marla Gives one and I want to move Ray again to Alan Thompson's compensation worksheet. This is Alan Thompson's compensation worksheet, and you can see move budget as well. And you are interested in sending email notifications. Yes, it's up to you. Select the appropriate thing here and click on move. You can see here selected employees has successfully moved. Now Ray should be available in Alan Thompson's compensation worksheet, guys. And all these things, the budget, everything is going to be moved appropriately, guys. And if you go to the compensation module here, this is the one 2015 March compensation. You should see Ray somewhere here. You can see here Ray is here. And in the same fashion, you can delete employees from existing compensation worksheets, and they will be deleted from them, guys. Yeah, that you can just try that, guys. Delete employees. Compensation.
What are this aggregate export?
Which one? This option, right?
Yeah, aggregate export and roll up reports.
These are like your basically you're exporting data. Let me show you 2015 March compensation plan template. You can see here include user information, data export, filter criteria. Let me select. You can try this. It's not a configuration or nothing. It is just a data extraction from your compensation module. One second. Yeah, you can see here schedule reports. It's just a data export, guys. All your compensation data is going to be exported into CSV files. That's it.
Yeah, one more question, Raghu.
Yeah, right.
Let's say you created a global compensation plan which span like multiple countries, and while processing in that big spreadsheet, like granting one award in USD, granting another award in like a Britain currency. Like, can we manage all of the multiple currencies in the same template? Or
yes, you can do that. Yeah, if you remember, let me show you. You can switch between it's called as a functional currency and local currency. The functional is nothing but the corporate headquarter currency, whatever it may be, and the local currency is specific to the employee. If you remember, in UDF file, you have some field called as a currency that will define your local currency. Let's say if you go to Alan Thompson, let me show you. You can manage. The system is capable of doing this conversions, and that is the reason, one of the reason why we loaded the currency conversion table, guys. If you remember, when we setting up the compensation module, we loaded the currency conversion values into the system in a CSV file, right? That is the base to show all these currencies in the local currency and functional currency. And let me show you that compensation. Here you can see it's right now it is showing in the default functional currency value, and it is the functional currency is USD, and you can see planner currency. It's nothing but Alan Thompson is planner, right? And you can see employee local currency. Whenever employee is looking at it, right, employee local currency, they can switch it like this.
Okay, each employee we can set it a USD, Canadian, Euro.
Yes, yeah.
So you have 3 views, but only this local currency will be changed to functional currency based on what you select there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and your local currency, right? It's one of the field in the UDF file, Ray. Yeah. Let me check the export option that we did just now. And just for your information, guys, you don't really need to worry about this thing, whatever I'm going to take you. I'm telling you, there are a couple of APIs, application programming interfaces, with respect to you. Most of these modules of your SuccessFactors got APIs, and whenever you are using these sophisticated middleware tools, right, to push your data or extract your data out of SuccessFactors, you can use the APIs, guys. You, being a SuccessFactors consultant, you don't need to be worried about that, but you just need to be aware, like, yes, there is an option called as a application programming interface available to push your data into SuccessFactors or extract the data out of SuccessFactors, guys. This is like, they are predominantly used whenever you have like the middleware tools, right? Like either PI or anything like Dell Boomi, or in fact like the HANA Cloud Integration, any of those things. That is where you will be using these APIs, application programming interfaces, guys. So if you want to extract one of the employees' compensation details with respect to the 2015 March compensation template, yes, you will be able to do that programmatically. I would say on SuccessFactors side, you don't do any programming, but the client who is interested in extracting the data out of SuccessFactors, right, they have to set up their program and they have to call the APIs so that they will be able to get the data, guys.
Meaning, do we have a multiple APIs to support a different data, or is it a single API?
No, it's a different, several APIs. Let's say if you're talking about compensation, right? Compensation got a couple of APIs. At the same time, if you talk about Employee Central has got its own specific APIs. Like that, Ray.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what file format is V4E.
Who sets up the APIs?
No, APIs,
the functional consultant?
No.
Techno.
It comes along with your platform, the SuccessFactors out of the box functionality. You don't need to do anything, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, they come along with your SuccessFactors. Whenever you buy the license, right, you'll get all those details.
Oh, meaning, like, let's say like a third-party system is accessing like a master data from SuccessFactors.
Yes.
So they need to specifically call in that particular API in their code, whatever they are extracting. So that API pulls that respective data and it's like send it from SuccessFactors to that system.
Yes, correct, Ray. Exactly. That is what it is going to happen. Yeah. If you have any questions, just let me know, guys. Otherwise, I hope I'm pretty much done with the compensation module, guys.
Raghu?
Yeah.
Sorry, Raghu. How many percentage had a chance to ask a question about the employee center compensation?
No. Hey, if you don't mind, can you repeat your question? Can you be a little bit loud, guys? Sorry.
How many percentage are chances to the questionnaire from for the EC certification from this compensation?
No. EC certification doesn't include any of the compensation questions, guys. Nothing related to your compensation is going to come in your Employee Central certification. Employee Central certification itself is specific to the employee central module. That's it. Nothing. You don't see a single question on compensation from compensation. Hey, can you be a little bit loud, guys? Really, I'm not able to hear you anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Sandy, little bit. Okay, yeah, go ahead,
Yes.
Sandy.
Okay. For SAP certification, I just verified the website and I came to know that there are some virtual live classrooms training. So, and they are charging almost $6,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true.
is it any like a mandatory course we need to complete?
No, nothing else. To take your certification, there is no such thing like prerequisite to take course from them. Once upon a time it was, yes, that's correct. But now there is no prerequisite. You can just go ahead and enroll to the certification and you can take the certification, guys. No prerequisite, guys. Does that answer your question, Sandy?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Raghu, I sent you a sample download of questions for the Employee Central, and in that they're actually asking some questions about SAP. So, what level of SAP questions?
They don't ask any question specific to SAP, guys. They might be asking about the integration with your SAP, but nothing specific to SAP HCM or nothing specific to SAP. I'll look into it. Motion.
Maybe can you share the same to everyone?
Oh yeah, sure. I have a couple of questions, guys. Also, like from some of my previous trainees, right? They sent a couple of questions to me. I'll share those details with you, with all of you guys.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Raghu, did you send the instance synchronization screenshots?
Oh yeah, no. Let me do that, guys.
Yeah, I thought I will.
Yeah, let me do that. Once I am out of this.
Yes, Raghu, I'm about to send you that.
Pardon, guys. I'm doing straight away. I'm doing
Raghu,
that,
can you
guys.
send today's recording?
Sure, guys.
Okay, this is.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, from tomorrow
Raghu,
we'll start
this is Rohini. Can you please?
Yeah, go ahead, Rohini.
Raghu? Yeah, I sent you an email, Raghu. I was, my privileges and from the instance have been removed.
Yeah, I got your email, but I didn't find time to work on that, Rohini. Okay. Let me do that immediately. I'll do that. Just give me a second. Let me send this document to everyone, and after that, I'll work on your privileges, Rohini. Just give me a second.
Oh.
Instance.
Raghu, your screen has gone blank.
Motion?
Your screen has gone blank.
Oh yeah, I'm just searching for the document motion. Yeah, nothing. Oh yeah, I got it.
Raghu, this is Suman. Can we see what other modules, like you said, time and payroll and benefits are not fully integrated into SF, right? So can we see at least to what level they have been integrated?
Yeah, I'll show you. Once we move on to the Employee Central, right? I'll show you like what are the options that are available to us with respect to those, the time functionality and the payroll functionality, to what extent we can configure those things. I'll show you those options, guys. Might not be able to work completely, but I'll show you what are the options that are available in SuccessFactors, at least with your 1502 till 1502. What are the things available, right? I'll show you, guys. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Raghu, the next is employee center, right? Can you send the documents for that?
Oh yeah, I'll make sure that I'll send it by today night, guys. Definitely by tomorrow morning you'll have in your inboxes.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries, guys. I don't know, like somehow I don't find time during weekends. That is the reason I was not able to send you guys. Yeah. Rohini, you are asking about your privileges, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Sandy, as such, like I'll not be able to show you how the API works with success factors. Mm. 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 Because it is all like client-side programming. That is what we had to do, Sandy.
Just I wanted to know how exactly it looks looks and things,
Yeah.
in case if it
Okay. Let me see. Let me think about it, how best I can address that, Sandy. Because absolutely nothing we are going to do it from our side. It is all like, say, the consumer, right? He has to instantiate that and he has to call that API from their programs. But let me see like how I can help you to better understand that, Sandy.
Okay. It's not now, whenever you...
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, just stay back, or otherwise if you have any issues with the system, stay back, or otherwise you can drop, guys. Rohini, you are able to log in, right?
Yeah, login is working fine.
Someone deleted the permissions, Rohini.
Set my password also.
Yeah, and everything, yeah.
Raghu, Mohsen here. When you get a chance, can you please send me the Wednesday session because I missed the beginning because of those problems I was having to log in.
Sure, let me check Mohsen. I cannot promise you, but 1 second, quickly let me check that, whether I have that available with me or not.
You said you had it, so just go ahead and check anyway.
Sure,
okay.
Sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, and we'll meet tomorrow, guys, and yeah, we'll start working on the Employee Central module. We'll start with the implementation sequence of Employee Central, and then we'll look at the RBP, how to configure your RBP practically. I'll give you some roles for all of you, and I'll try to assign that role to the permissions, and I'll show you how to configure it from scratch, guys.
Raghu, can you please share the EC material?
Yeah, I'll do that. I told you, right? Just few minutes back, I told you I'll send it to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smita, is it Smita?
This is Rohini.
Yeah, Rohini. I'll do that, Rohini. No worries. I'll do that. I'm supposed to send it by tonight. Yeah.
It's going to 8:30 or 8 o'clock?
It's good, guys, if we start at like 8:30 because even I'm getting late from office, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start at 8:30, guys. Anyhow, we are starting at 8:15, right? We'll start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, Rohan, someone is asking question, guys. Hello? Hello? Yep. Okay. You have login issues, Harish. Hey, Harish, the previous batch access has been
Hello, Raghu. Raghu, I was just requesting if you could send today's recording because I just missed it.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. Harish, I'll write an email to you, Harish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's all for today, guys. Bye. Good night, guys.
Thanks, Raghu.
Yeah. Bye, Victor. Have a good day. Bye, man.